my first day of class actually doesn't start for another 3 days. It's May 17th, on Friday, May 17th. And I start class Monday, May 20th. But my professors let our classes go live today on our little web portal. So I have an online class, and then I have another class. Well, my online class is foundations, and then my health assessment class, I meet 2 times for lecture and 3 times for lab a week. And these classes are literally only 3 weeks long. Like, I start on Monday the 20th. I have a midterm the 28th. So very busy. And I'm just stressed. Like, I'm already stressed, and I'm trying to not stress. I'm trying to not worry and just come up with a plan on what I need to do. I have had to actually miss out on some pretty like fun stuff this weekend, just because I know I need to get as prepared as I possibly can for my program.
Work, don't stop. 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 Work till you can't feel. Work till you can't feel.
Same color t-shirt, white. 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mall ties, real raw eyes, real old eyes. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' bite like vultures. Way back when I was trapping, not Toyotas. I'ma hit the gas. 12 can't pull me over. Space cool. Yoda, pouring, drinking sodas. I get high on my own, sir. Heard you gon' come, sir. Stop all that blessing, young nigga don't wanna go there. Never been a comfort, but I always been a soldier. Young niggas in the cut, posted like a vulture. Diving off the stage in the crowd, it's a mosh pit. Yeah, shawty bad, but she broke and she don't own shit. Mama asked me, son, when the trapping gon'
In the car. Made it in the car, and I have 2 minutes to spare. I have no idea where I'm going to park. Like, of course we have like student parking and stuff, but I don't know where that is.
Mama told me not to sell word. 17.5, same color t-shirt, white. Mama told me not to sell word. 17.5, same color t-shirt.
I think I got a pretty good seat. I just hope that when I record my lectures, when I record her, that I can hear it well. So yeah. Alright, you guys, I just got in the car from my first day of class, which is pretty exciting, pretty awesome. I can say after my first day, like the first class, I feel a little bit better. Still stressed, but I still feel a little bit better than, you know, when I walked in and I felt like I was just walking into, I don't know what I was walking into. I didn't know what things were gonna be or how they were gonna, you know, like what I was supposed to study, how questions are gonna be. But my professor, she was really good at explaining stuff, and it's just like, you know, I feel a lot better. So it's 1 now, and I'm going to go home. I would stay up here and study, but like the traffic is just best for me to like go home and try to find somewhere on kind of like close to where I live, where I won't be in a lot of traffic and study. So I'm gonna go home, probably feed my dog and all that stuff, and start studying. We also have an online portion of our class that we had today, so I'm probably gonna do the online lecture, do some practice questions, and then go on to my next class. I did do the first lecture for that class yesterday, so I'm on the second lecture. I think second the second of maybe 4 lectures. I'm not sure, but yeah, you guys. So I'm actually really hungry. I didn't even eat the oatmeal that I made. It's still in my lunchbox. So I'm about to go home, tear that up, and get to work.
But she broken, she don't own shit. Mama asked me, son, when the trapping gon' quit. I've been riding around through the city in my new bitch. Young nigga poppin'.
Now 3. I keep checking the times because I'm really big on time management, and yeah, I just want to like be making the most of my time, I guess you can say. But yeah, I just finished making my lunch. It's 3:09 and I'm going to eat this. Looks so good. I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm going to actually I'm going to watch the online lecture for today for my health assessment class. That's the class that I had today. And then I'm going to do the online lecture as well for my online class. And then I'm going to read, and I'm going to also try to make a study guide with all the information that I went over today for any class that for both of my classes picked pretty much. So yeah, you guys. All right, y'all. Another thing, I am really nervous about school and everything. So one thing I did was reached out to a previous student that was in the class before me, not like the class, but like actual like graduating class before me. And I asked her just like about studying and, you know, what's the best kind of, sorry, I just got a tattoo and I'm scared my brows and stuff, but just kind of like what method I should take the best. But she, you know, she's giving me some great advice. And that's another thing, you guys. If y'all have questions about anything, ask. Like, I'm 100% the person to ask. I don't care if it's a stupid question. I don't care if it's dumb. I'm going to ask because I need clarification. Don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid. I mean, it's not even like a looking stupid. Just like, you know, ask.
Same color t-shirt, white. 1995, 2005. Seen it with my eyes. Dope still alive. Real mall ties, real raw eyes, real whole eyes. All time high. Do it for the culture. They gon' fight like vultures. Way back when I was trapping, not Toyotas. I'ma hit the gas. 12 can't pull me over. Space cool, Quavo, Yoda, pouring, drinking sodas.
It is 7:08. I just got done listening to my online lecture for health assessment and foundations. I took my notes and everything, and now I'm about to eat dinner because I'm hungry. After that, up until about, I want to say, hopefully 9, I'm going to just make a review sheet of everything that I've learned today. Everything that we went over, so as the week goes on, I can just go back and look at the review sheet. So I'm constantly reviewing the information, and the information is constantly going in my head so I can retain it. That's what works best for me as far as learning, and I think that's going to be kind of like my first method that I use for my midterms. Today is Monday, May 20th. My midterms are literally next week, Wednesday, May 29th. So I don't have time. I don't have time to play. Luckily, we don't have class on Monday, Memorial Day. So yeah, you guys, just pushing through. I plan on trying to be in bed every night by 11 or 12 and waking up pretty much every day around 6:30, 7-ish, just to keep myself on a good routine of going to sleep and waking up. It is now 10:10. Wow, 10:10. And I am tired. I started to kind of like mess up when I was like writing and typing, so I was like, okay, definitely time to go to sleep, get some rest. But yeah, so I'm about to basically just make my lunch for tomorrow. I like to try to get as much stuff as ready as possible. I don't think I'm gonna like pack up my schoolwork or anything until tomorrow, because I just don't feel like it. But yeah, you guys, that is all for today's vlog.